Welcome to You Might Also Like podcast. Today is May 23rd, 2013. This is our second episode. I'm your host, Chris, and tonight I will be reviewing Detective Dee and the Mystery of the Phantom Flame. This movie came out in 2010, directed by Hark Soo, and it stars Andy Lau. This is a Sherlock Holmes-style fantasy kung fu action movie set in ancient China. And it's right before the new empress becomes the emperor. She gets coronated, and all of these officials start just spontaneously combusting. And Detective Dee gets out of prison, and he has to solve the mystery. So, how do we feel about this movie? I did not love it. There's some very unique things going on in this movie. I definitely would say it's enjoyable. It's worth watching if you're into over-the-top kung fu action, and this movie is over-the-top. Real heavy use of wire teams, which is always fun, but there's a lot of reliance on CG, and I think CG can either make or break a movie, and in this case, I think it really fell flat. And it's unfortunate because there's some really unique costume and set design stuff going on in this, and I think the CG really detracts from it. I think in some places it was definitely necessary so you could build this epic scale ancient China, and I think with the budget they had, it probably wasn't possible to just build all of that. And if you wanted to show that, you had to use CG. But they also used it for some monster kind of stuff, and there's like a talking deer who looks exceedingly cheesy. And I'm a guy who loves cheese, so when I'm telling you that it's not working out, it's really not working out. The story's going to seem convoluted. At some points it seems like there's way too much going on, there's too many characters, there's too many leads, but in the end it does tie together nicely. Everything does tie together, and that's what a mystery should do. And so it does achieve that goal. Like I said, there's some really unique stuff going on with set design. I think if you're going to watch it, you need to pay close attention to that, because in this day and age of CG, we really miss that. And it doesn't come up enough, so I do appreciate that, and I think it was really creative. The cinematography, it's very utilitarian. It serves just to showcase all of this kung fu action. There's not a lot of shots that seem extremely well composed, and the other movie we're reviewing it's the exact opposite, extremely well composed. So I paid a bit closer attention to cinematography than I normally do. And I just think that's one of the spots where it falls flat. But the movie is fun. This is a fun movie, and if you, like I said before, if you love over-the-top kung fu, dudes running on trees, flying in the air every time somebody even touches them or sneezes at them, that's what this movie is going to give you. Now, Netflix only has it available till June 1st, so if you want to see it, you're going to need to stream it now. You only have a few days to do so. Otherwise, you're going to have to go rent a disc and stick that in some sort of archaic disc playing machine that you're going to somehow attach to your TV, and at that point it just feels ancient to me because everything in this house is wired for streaming. Netflix says I was going to love this movie. They gave it a 4.5, maybe even 4.75 if I'm understanding the stars correctly. I'm only going to give it a 3-star. Like I said, this is not required watching. It's fun, and if you're into over-the-top action, this could satiate your need, but I think there's definitely better movies out there that do that. Yeah, that's it. I don't think I have much more to say on the matter. So, stay tuned. We're going to have another show later tonight. This is just to kind of tide you over. Have a good night, and thank you for listening.